comparing two running shoes is best done at the same time. Today's test proved that beyond any doubt. Running in these two shoes, one immediately after the other, threw all my previous conceptions about these two shoes out of the window, leaving me with a huge surprise.
You were out there before the sun rises, old sneakers on, dreams in your stride.
It's another beautiful morning today, guys, and I'm out here, doing one of the things that I love to do, testing and comparing running shoes, offering you guys the best options, best bang for a buck decisions. Today I have two shoes, one that I love very much and one that kind of surprised me by the price and performance. They both give a very plush ride, one of the softest rides you can get in running shoes. Now the difference here is that this one cost me $160, whereas this one cost me $35. Now I want to find out how much extra value am I getting for $125. Today I'm going to do 6 kilometers in the Golden Camel shoe and 6 kilometers in the Asics Gel Nimbus 25. I'm going to do it in turns, 3 kilometers each. I'll be checking the comfort, stability, ride, all the things that runners want to know about running shoes. So at the end, I'm going to compare how much better is this than this. Time to go for the first run of 3 kilometers.
This ain't just fitness, it's soul repair. You'll thank yourself for showing up there. Not every run feels like a fight, but each one adds a little light. The years will pass like they always do, but your body will smile saying thank you. Your heart will be strong, your mind at peace, the miles behind your masterpiece. So even when the thrill is gone, remember why you started and run on. Keep running even when it's hard. One foot, one beat, one faithful heart. The road gets long, the days go quick, but years from now, you'll be glad you didn't quit. It's not about pace, it's about the ride. Keep running, you're building your pride.
So guys, the run's done. I did a total of 12 kilometers, 6 kilometers in each shoe. And my last run of 1.5 kilometers was with the Nimbus 25 on my left foot and the Golden Camel shoe on my right foot. And by the way, I have a full review of each of these shoes here in my channel. Feel free to check it out. First of all, the weight is approximately the same, 316 grams for the Nimbus 25, 315 grams for the Golden Camel shoe. This is 41.5 millimeters and this is 42 millimeters, and both have an 8 millimeter heel to toe drop. Of course, both shoes offered fantastic cushion. However, the cushion in the Golden Camel was slightly more, especially on heel striking, because this one had a slightly higher stack. This one, completely cushioned the ride, but you just notice that this one just had that extra cushion to it. And when it comes to breathability also, even looking at it, you will know this was more breathable than the Nimbus 25. By both are neutral shoes. The Gel Nimbus 25 was slightly more stable. This one had a slightly wider platform. Now let's talk about the ride. If you watch my earlier review of this shoe, I said that this felt like running in a slightly less responsive Gel Nimbus 25. I mentioned that this felt slightly heavier on foot. Well guys, that's why I talk about comparing shoes from memory being not so great. Today that I have run in these shoes, one after the other, I can tell you guys that is actually not so. Let's take a look at my splits to judge that. The first one that I ran with was the Gel Nimbus 25. Now, if you look at that one, the first kilometer was 6:19. Now, I will not count that because I will take that as my warm-up pace, And then I have 5:44 and then 5:35, 5:35 for the second and the third kilometers, okay? Now, when I ran in the Golden Camel shoe, I ran 5:31, 5:36 and 5:26. Now in the second rotation, I ran 5:30, 5:30 in the Nimbus 25, and then I changed to the Golden Camel shoe and I ran 5:23 and 5:30. So you can see that during each of the rotation, I actually did run faster in the Golden Camel shoe than in the Nimbus 25. And the perceived effort was the same. I was just running as I feel. And then in the final 1.5 kilometers, what I did was put the Nimbus on one foot and put the Golden Camel on the right foot. And it confirmed what I had felt earlier. The Golden Camel shoe was actually slightly more responsive than the Nimbus 25. So that is the true situation of things, having compared these two shoes, one immediately after the other, in overall comfort. The insole of the Nimbus is very soft and plush, plus the slightly wider platform, this felt more comfortable on foot, especially when you are walking. The broader platform gave you that more stable, wider, more cushy platform to walk on. This one also felt good, but not as sweet as the Gel Nimbus 25. If we talk durability in these two shoes, the Nimbus 25 is already close to 200 kilometers, but if you look at the outsole, you see that it's barely touched. But then this one is at 40 kilometers, and you can see some wear already on the outer part. The outsole in this is looking better. So in summary, I will say that this Golden Camel shoe was slightly better in terms of cushion, response, and breathability, whereas the Gel Nimbus 25 is slightly better in overall comfort, stability, and durability. This one has done amazingly well, you know. It has a few issues like a slight heel rub here and also on the little toe, which I did solve by running in them with one of my thicker stockings. But then if we consider that this cost me $160 and this cost me $35, the big brands, they have a problem on their hands, because if I can get this shoe for $35 and it's giving me comparable performance with what I'm getting from this, despite the better durability here, there's no way this one shoe will outlast 2 of these. But one of these can buy 4 of these. What is happening in China is a running shoe revolution. So I think that's it for these 2 shoes, guys. I hope you get something from this. Try and hit the subscribe button, like and share the video to other runners, you know. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.